Welcome to MSG Presents. I'm your host with the most, the man with the plan, the Scotty Pippen of podcast pimping.
So this week, we're going to go a little bit deeper. It's 3 ways that you can take care of your money.
3 ways, okay.
All right. So we're going to go in reverse order. So the number 3 way, and I think I did this right. Number 3, hire a financial therapist, financial planner, a financial advisor. Get some real help by a professional if you are having some challenges with your money. Understand that maybe this financial planner can help you better understand how to manage the money. Man, why don't you add something to that? I know that's your lane, that's your space. What's the benefit of a financial planner?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's important for people to understand the differences between all these different names that people have in the financial industry. So like Stu was saying, you definitely need some help, but it's kind of like going to a doctor, right? If you have back problems, you don't want to go to a kidney specialist. You know, if you got something wrong with your teeth, you're not going to go to a foot doctor.
Yeah, right.
And so it's the same thing in the financial industry. And so you first and foremost, just get clear about what it is you have a problem with. Is it planning? Like Stu is saying, planning being you need somebody to take a look at everything that you got going on and make a determination as to what's the next steps. How can I improve my stock portfolio, insurance, estate planning, the whole thing? But then you got these people who are more of specialists. So you might need some insurance.
Okay.
Right. So you would go to a life insurance person, a person who holds a life insurance license. Or you might have a financial plan, but you just need a couple more stocks in your portfolio. You would want to go to what they call an investment advisor.
Right.
An investment advisor typically has something called a Series 65, right? That's an investment advisor license. So we could go on and on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be specific about what you need help with, and then tie that to the professional who has the credentials to help in that arena.
I agree. I've started using the term financial therapist, man, because I equated having worked with a financial therapist yourself helps me wrap my mind around how the money moves. So that was very, very helpful. So let me give a shout out to Taylor Mason in the building. Taylor? Yeah. Taylor. That's what's up. Glad to have Taylor on the team. Number 2, in reverse order, the second way to take care of your money is to get educated about investing.
Educated about investing.
Just get educated about investing. Stop being afraid of it. Stop avoiding it. I'm hearing people going around telling everybody to don't put their money in the bank. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, and I'm not saying take all of your paycheck and put it in investing. I'm just saying get educated about investing so you know what your options are, so you know what it is, and so you can, use it as a tool, a potential resource to take care of the money that you bring into your world.
Yeah. I could agree with that, brother. It's very important. Why rely on somebody else to give you information that you can sort of get on your own?
Yeah.
It's like hiring an attorney. It's like you can hire an attorney for something, of course, but the more you know, the better you can put your attorney to work.
Right.
Same thing here.
So you're not asking your attorney, what should you do? You're more like going to your attorney saying, this is what I like to do. How do you help me get this done?
Exactly. And that bill would be a lot cheaper, won't it, Stu?
You want it. Absolutely. So it's the same when you're working with your financial planner. If the more educated you are about investing, there's less of a runway or a gap that you need to fill when it comes to you taking care of your money.
That is true. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. And I think the number one, top of the list, this doesn't require a therapist, financial planner. This doesn't require a specialist in investing, but it's good to get some help with this one. But the number one way to take care of your money, create a budget, man. Create a budget, man. You got to start with a budget, even if it's not the best, but it's better to have a budget than to not have a budget. And I know I've fallen victim and have to reel myself out sometimes of just swiping without accounting for what's there. Or
Before we close today's episode, a quick heads up. This show isn't just about talk. It's about movement for those building a legacy. It's about helping people heal from the past and level up in life. Real conversations that matter. If you're vibing with the message, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with somebody that needs to hear it. Peace.